What exactly does the term biodiversity stand for? The term biodiversity came from the word bios, which means life, and diversitas, which means variety. Therefore, it is referred to as a variety of life on Earth. To elaborate, it refers to the various species of organisms such as humans, animals, plants, fungi, and microorganisms that inhabit a particular environment. Biodiversity serves as a link between all organisms on Earth that binds each sector to create an interdependent ecosystem, all of which species play a role. Each species and organisms work together in order to maintain balance and support life on Earth. What is biodiversity loss? Biodiversity loss makes reference to the reduction, diminution of biodiversity within a group of species, an ecosystem, a given geographic area, or Earth as a whole. Biodiversity is known to be one of the main factors that makes up the Earth, and without it, the world won't function as it does right now, and there are several factors that cause a big loss of biodiversity. With these factors involving habitat destruction, fragmentation, hunting and exploitation, especially of rare species, collection for research or scientific purposes, natural disasters, pollution, and etc. Our country, the Philippines, belongs to the list of 17 megadiverse countries in the world, recording over 50,000 species, half the discovered species being endemic and are nowhere else to be found on the planet. ILOILO HINACTACAN Eco Park. The degradation of mangrove forests have become rampant over the years in the Philippines due to various anthropogenic activities such as fish pond conversion, which greatly affects the mangroves in certain areas. Thus, efforts are being done to protect the mangrove forests in the country. Despite its undergoing rapid development, the Iloilo city government has long recognized the value of environmental protection, including the protection of its mangrove forests that offers ecosystem services and livelihood opportunities for the local residents. As of 2021, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Office of Western Visayas, or DENR, Region 6 is reportedly to be in talks of supporting the creation of eco parks in Iloilo City. One of the eco parks being chosen is the HINACTACAN Eco Park, a 35-hectare forestland area located in Barangay HINACTACAN, La Paz District. Dubbed as Eco Park 2, the project is reported to showcase the natural mangrove forests in the city that will serve as a social laboratory for marine and other wildlife management research.
As human populations expand and have increasing access to technology, two general concerns have arisen. Different harm and threats were made when humans' capacity to reproduce led to a massive population. First, human populations are having an increasing impact on the Earth system, such that we are altering the biospheric carbon pools, basic processes of elemental cycling, and the climate system of the Earth. These alterations are occurring now more rapidly than any time in the last several million years. Biodiversity loss is a matter of great concern, but the counter-solution for this is being neglected. Half of the world's people live in urban areas and are dissociating themselves with the environment. Places where people live and work should be designed so as to provide opportunities for meaningful interactions with the natural world. Human actions have also played a role in climate change, which is also causing great danger for biodiversity. Climate change affects land and ocean temperatures, precipitation, and sea level rise. With the changing climate also comes a change in species. It is expected that 80% of biologically rich regions will suffer great losses of plant and animal species because of global warming.
The HINACTACAN Eco Park is a 35-hectare mangrove forest that showcases the beauty of nature in Iloilo City. To maintain the cleanliness and to avoid the loss of biodiversity of this place, the following activities should be done. First, maintain or plant more trees. Second, ensure that all materials are eco-friendly. Third, reduce or eliminate pesticide. Fourth, reduce invasive species. Fifth, make home for animals. And lastly is government legislation.
Is use of land and resources. The way land is utilized to grow food has a huge impact on the ecosystem and its long-term viability, and this is frequently unrelated to population. Example, junk food chains including KFC and Pizza Hut are under attack from major environmental groups in the United States and other developed countries because of their environmental impact. Intensive breeding of livestock and poultry for such restaurant leads to deforestation, land degradation, and contamination of water sources and other natural resources. For every pound of red meat, poultry, eggs, and milk produced, farm field lost about 5 pounds of irreplaceable topsoil. The water necessary for meat breeding comes to about 190 gallons per animal per day, or 10 times what a normal Indian family is supposed to use in one day if it gets water at all.
Overall, animal farms use nearly 40% of the world's total grain production. In the United States, nearly 70% of grain production is fed to livestock.
Thus, industrial agriculture encourages the use of monocultures rather than a variety of crops. Biodiversity is being lost, resulting in increased resource use, as indicated above. This, along with other political conditions such as motivations for dumping surplus food on developing countries in order to undersell local farmers, contributes to global hunger.
Society consumes a huge quantity of natural resources, from fossil fuels to clean water. Some natural resources such as sunlight and wind are renewable and hence not in risk of depletion, whereas others such as natural gas and trees must be conserved since they cannot be restored at the same rate as they are consumed. We suggest that ecotourism promote awareness about how we can incorporate more urban growth without damaging our environment, because mangroves are an important part of our ecosystem that we should protect. The structures that will be built where people will visit and converge must not cause pollution in the area. These projects can assist our city government in attracting both local and international tourists, but the people who will be coming should help secure the area, particularly their trash. Iloilo City must be kept clean to live in.